Welcome! I am Gilbert Gottfried, and I know 1,001 tales. Today, I will tell you some amazing camel tales, for the camel is a most amazing animal. Every part of its body is just right for the life in the hot, cold, windy, and dry desert. But no part of the camel's body is more amazing than its hump. How did the camel get its hump? Listen, and I will tell you. The great storyteller Aesop says the camel was created by the mighty Greek god Zeus. One day, Horse asked Zeus for a longer neck, a broader chest, and a built-in saddle. The next thing Horse knew, why, he'd become a camel. But if you think that would satisfy the camel, you do not know camels. The Chinese tell a tale of camel asking the creator for broad feet for walking on shifting sands, long eyelashes for keeping out wind, and a hump or two for carrying food and water. The creator granted all of this, but was the camel happy? No! Because all the other animals laughed at its funny-looking humps.
How can I go on with all the other animals looking down on me?
Wailed the camel.
Dang it, you should look down on them,
thundered the creator. From that day on, camels had such a haughty look that no animal ever dared laugh at them again. And camels still have their hairy humps, which come in handy in the desert, as you will learn in my next tale. Long ago, there lived a bandit and his hard-working camel. Day and night, they rode over the endless, shifting sands. They rode in the heat of day. They traveled through the cold of night. They rode into whirling sandstorms. Camel's feet became flat from walking. Its eyelashes grew long from squinting. Its chest and knees grew furry from resting on the cold ground. Camel became strong from carrying heavy sacks of food, water, and coins. But never once did the bandit share his food or water with the poor camel. So Camel learned to do without, except for what it could find in the dry desert. One day, Camel's broad foot bumped a magic lamp that contained a genie. As everyone knows, if you ever find a genie, it will give you 3 wishes. So the bandit snatched the lamp and asked the genie for 50 bags of wealth and 50 years of health. Before he could make his 3rd wish, Camel grunted,
"Now I walked us here. I found the lamp. I want a wish." "Very well. What do you command?"
said the genie. Camel said,
"I wish this water I carried was for myself."
Instantly, Camel had its hump. And the bandit had his 50 bags of wealth, but he didn't pay taxes on it. So the bandit was sent to jail, where he was always thirsty, for 50 years. But a camel is never thirsty, unless it forgets to fill its hump. But what about the most famous Camel Got Its Hump story, the one by Rudyard Kipling? That story takes place when the world was so new that there were only a few animals, including the lazy camel. During the first 3 days of the world, the other animals worked very hard. Then Horse asked Camel to trot with him, but Camel said,
"Humph!"
Dog asked Camel to help him fetch and carry, but Camel said,
"Humph!"
Ox asked Camel to help him plow, but Camel said,
"Humph!"
The animals begged to the Jinn, or genie, of all deserts to do something about the lazy camel.
"He won't trot,"
said Horse.
"He won't fetch,"
said Dog.
"He won't plow. He just says, 'Humph!'"
said Ox.
I'll hump him if you'll kindly wait a minute, if you know what I mean.
Said the genie.
Alakazam!
To the camel, the genie said,
Do you see that? That's your very own Hump that you brought on your very own self by not working. How can I work with this hump on my back?
The camel humped. The genie explained,
You can work 3 times harder because you can live off your hump.
And the camel still works 3 times harder because it is never caught up with the 3 days that it missed at the beginning of the world.